can you do a really long factoring problem? I like this request. I just made up this problem. This one looks pretty straightforward. It ends up being a 5-step factoring problem. So first we have 4 terms, so we're going to do factor by grouping. So I'm going to split it up into these 2 groups. 5x cubed is the greatest common factor for this first group. 5 times what gives me 20 is 4. X cubed times what gives me x to the 5th? It's x squared. Minus 5 times what gives me 5? That's 1. X cubed times what gives me x cubed? That's just 1. The greatest common factor here is 5, and I'm going to make it -5 to keep things clean. -5 times what gives me -20? That's +4. And then there's no x's here, so this will just be an x squared. And then -5 times what gives me +5? That's -1. That was our first step. Now, since both of these have a 4x squared minus 1, I'm going to pull that out. When I pull that out, I get a 4x squared minus 1. And then what's left is the 5x cubed and the -5. And so far, this is a pretty typical factor by grouping problem. I'm going to change the order of these, move this one here and put this one here. So next, I'm going to pull the common 5 out of here. And you can see this is the same thing as this. This piece here is a difference of 2 cubes. Here's the notes for difference of 2 cubes. So my a cubed is this x cubed. So that means the a equals x. And the b cubed is the same thing as 1, so therefore b equals 1. So I'm just going to plug in x for a and 1 for the b. And so we're left with x minus 1 times x squared plus 1x plus 1. Get rid of all this stuff and stick this in that place. And last, we go after this 4x squared minus 1. It's a difference of 2 squares. Here's the notes for the difference of 2 squares. I can see the a squared is my 4x squared, so that means a is equal to 2x. And I can see b squared is equal to 1, which means that b equals 1. So now I plug in 2x for a and 1 for b. And that gives me 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1. So I'm going to put the 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1 right there. And now we factored it all the way. So this is the same thing as this. That is a very long factoring problem. You guys are awesome. Comment on what you'd like me to do next.
Anti-math.